Have you ever felt like anger takes over your life? Do you find yourself reacting strongly to insults or criticism, letting them affect your mood and actions? If so, you're not alone. Many people struggle with managing their anger and feeling hurt by others' words. But what if there was a way to break free from this cycle? What if you could reach a point where anger no longer controls you and insults don't affect you? In this video, we'll explore powerful strategies to help you achieve just that. Anger is a complex emotion that affects us all. It's a natural response to certain situations, but when it becomes frequent or intense, it can cause problems in our lives. To understand how to manage anger, we first need to grasp what it really is. Anger is our body and mind's reaction to perceived threats or injustices. It's a survival mechanism that evolved to protect us from danger. However, in today's world, this ancient response often causes more harm than good. When we get angry, our body goes through several changes. Our heart rate increases, blood pressure rises, and stress hormones like adrenaline flood our system. These physical reactions prepare us for action, but they can also cloud our judgment and lead to impulsive behavior. Mentally, anger narrows our focus and can make it hard to think clearly or consider alternative perspectives. To effectively manage anger, it's crucial to identify common triggers. These are situations or events that often lead to angry feelings. They can vary from person to person, but some common ones include feeling disrespected, experiencing unfairness, facing obstacles to our goals, or feeling powerless. By recognizing these triggers, we can start to anticipate and prepare for potentially anger-inducing situations. Why do these triggers exist? Often, they're connected to our past experiences, beliefs, and values. Something that makes one person angry might not affect another at all. This is where the role of perception comes in. Our thoughts and beliefs shape how we interpret situations, which in turn influences our emotional reactions. The power of changing our viewpoint can't be overstated. When we learn to see situations from different angles, we open up new possibilities for responding. This doesn't mean ignoring genuine problems or injustices, but rather approaching them with a clearer, calmer mind. Emotional intelligence plays a big part in managing anger. This involves understanding our own feelings and those of others. It's about learning to recognize the early signs of anger and intervening before it escalates. By developing emotional intelligence, we can move from reacting instinctively to responding thoughtfully. One key aspect of emotional intelligence is the ability to pause between a trigger event and our response. In this pause, we can assess the situation more objectively and choose how to act, rather than being driven by our immediate emotional reaction. It's important to consider the cost of unchecked anger. Frequent angry outbursts can damage our relationships, both personal and professional. Friends, family members, and colleagues may start to avoid us or walk on eggshells around us. This can lead to feelings of isolation and further frustration. Anger also takes a toll on our physical health. Chronic anger has been linked to various health issues, including high blood pressure, heart problems, headaches, and digestive issues. It can weaken our immune system and contribute to mental health problems like depression and anxiety. In our professional lives, uncontrolled anger can hinder our progress and opportunities. It can lead to conflicts with co-workers, difficulty in teamwork, and even job loss. People who struggle with anger management often find it challenging to advance in their careers or maintain stable employment. Given these costs, it's clear that learning to manage anger is crucial for our overall well-being. One effective approach is practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness involves staying present in the moment and observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. This can help us catch angry thoughts early and prevent them from spiraling out of control. Simple mindfulness practices can be incorporated into daily life. Deep breathing exercises, for example, can help calm our body's physical response to anger. Mindful observation of our surroundings can shift our focus away from anger-inducing thoughts. Regular practice of these techniques can make them more accessible when we need them most. When it comes to dealing with insults, reframing how we perceive them can be powerful. Often, when someone insults us, we take it as a direct attack on our worth. But what if we could see it differently? Insults often say more about the person giving them than the person receiving them. They might reflect the other person's insecurities, frustrations, or limited perspective. Recognizing this doesn't mean we have to accept or agree with the insult. Instead, it allows us to respond from a place of understanding rather than reactivity. We can choose to not let someone else's words define us or determine our emotional state. Building resilience is key to managing anger and becoming less affected by insults. Resilience is our ability to bounce back from difficulties and maintain our emotional balance. It's like building emotional muscle. The more we practice, the stronger we become. Developing a stronger sense of self is an important part of building resilience. When we have a solid understanding of who we are and what we value, external criticisms have less power over us. We can acknowledge them without letting them shake our core beliefs about ourselves. There are several tools we can use to build emotional stability. Regular self-reflection can help us understand our emotional patterns. Practicing gratitude can shift our focus to positive aspects of our lives. Setting and working towards personal goals can give us a sense of purpose and accomplishment that boosts our self-esteem. Effective communication is another crucial skill in managing anger and dealing with criticism. When we feel angry, it's easy to lash out or shut down. But learning to express our feelings in a calm, clear manner can lead to better outcomes. This involves using I statements to express how we feel without blaming others and clearly stating our needs or concerns. Active listening is equally important. Often, conflicts escalate because people don't feel heard or understood. By truly listening to others, we can de-escalate tense situations and find common ground. This doesn't mean we have to agree with everything, but it opens the door for mutual understanding and respect. Forgiveness and letting go are powerful tools in managing anger. Holding on to grudges or resentment only hurts us in the long run. It's like carrying a heavy weight that drags us down emotionally. Learning to forgive doesn't mean condoning hurtful actions or forgetting what happened. Instead, it's about freeing ourselves from the negative emotions associated with past events. Forgiving ourselves is just as important as forgiving others. We all make mistakes and have moments of weakness. Beating ourselves up over past actions or perceived failures only fuels anger and frustration. Self-forgiveness allows us to learn from our experiences and move forward with compassion for ourselves. Creating new habits is essential for long-term change in how we handle anger and insults. Small, consistent steps can lead to significant transformations over time. This might involve setting daily reminders to practice mindfulness, keeping a journal to track our emotional responses, or regularly engaging in stress-reducing activities like exercise or hobbies. Consistency is key when developing new habits. It's normal to have setbacks or days when managing anger feels more challenging. The important thing is to keep coming back to our practices, learning from each experience, and moving forward. As we work on managing our anger and building resilience, we'll start to notice the benefits of a calmer approach to life. Improved relationships are often one of the first positive changes people experience. When we're not constantly reacting with anger, our interactions with others become more positive and rewarding. Better decision-making is another benefit of managing anger effectively. When we're not clouded by strong emotions, we can think more clearly and consider different perspectives. This leads to choices that align better with our long-term goals and values. Our overall well-being improves as we learn to manage anger and not let insults affect us. We may notice reduced stress levels, better sleep, and a general sense of peace. This doesn't mean we'll never feel angry or hurt, but we'll be better equipped to handle these emotions in a healthy way. While self-help strategies can be very effective, it's important to recognize when professional help might be needed. If anger continues to significantly impact your life despite your efforts to manage it, seeking support from a therapist or counselor can be invaluable. These professionals can provide personalized strategies and a safe space to work through underlying issues. Building a supportive network is also crucial. This can include friends, family members, or support groups who understand your journey and can offer encouragement. Sharing your experiences and progress with others can provide motivation and accountability. As we conclude, let's recap the key points we've covered. We've explored the nature of anger and its impact on our lives. We've discussed the importance of understanding our triggers and changing our perceptions. We've looked at strategies for building emotional intelligence, practicing mindfulness, and developing resilience. We've emphasized the power of effective communication, forgiveness, and creating new habits. Remember, the goal isn't to never feel angry or hurt. These are natural human emotions. The aim is to develop a healthier relationship with these feelings, so they don't control our lives or define our interactions with others. By implementing these strategies consistently, you can reach a point where anger no longer dominates your life, and insults lose their power to hurt you. This journey towards better anger management and emotional resilience is ongoing. There will be challenges along the way, but each step forward is a victory. Be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress, no matter how small it may seem. You have the power to change how you respond to anger and insults. It's not about suppressing your emotions, but about understanding them and choosing how to express them. With practice and persistence, you can create a life where you're in control of your reactions, rather than being controlled by them. As you move forward, remember that every interaction is an opportunity to practice these skills. Each time you choose a calm response over an angry one, you're rewiring your brain and building new, healthier patterns. Over time, these choices become easier and more natural. Consider starting small. Perhaps choose one technique from this video to focus on for the next week. It could be practicing deep breathing when you feel anger rising, or pausing to reframe an insult before reacting to it. As you become comfortable with one strategy, you can gradually incorporate others. It's also helpful to reflect on your progress regularly. You might want to keep a journal where you record situations that previously would have angered you, and how you handled them differently. This can provide encouragement and help you identify areas where you're improving or might need more focus. Remember, managing anger and not letting insults affect you isn't about becoming passive or letting others walk all over you. It's about responding to life's challenges from a place of inner strength and wisdom. You can still stand up for yourself and address injustices, but you'll do so in a way that's more effective and less damaging to yourself and others. As you practice these techniques, you may find that your relationships improve in unexpected ways. People often respond positively to those who can remain calm and composed in challenging situations. You might inspire others to manage their own emotions better, creating a ripple effect of positivity in your social and professional circles. It's also worth noting that this journey of emotional growth can lead to deeper self-understanding. As you become more aware of your triggers and reactions, you may gain insights into your values, fears, and aspirations. This self-knowledge can be incredibly empowering, helping you make choices that align more closely with your true self. While the focus of this video has been on managing anger and dealing with insults, the skills you're developing have broader applications. The emotional intelligence, mindfulness, and resilience you're cultivating can help you navigate all sorts of life challenges with greater ease and grace. As we wrap up, I encourage you to see this as the beginning of an exciting journey of personal growth. Every day brings new opportunities to practice and improve. Be kind to yourself as you learn and grow. Celebrate your successes, learn from your setbacks, and keep moving forward. Remember, you have the power to shape your emotional landscape. You can create a life where anger doesn't control you, and where insults bounce off rather than wound. It takes time and effort, but the rewards, in terms of your relationships, your health, and your overall happiness, are immeasurable. Thank you for watching this video and taking this important step towards a calmer, more empowered you. I hope you found these insights and strategies helpful. Remember, every small step counts, and you're capable of making positive changes in your life. Here's to your journey of growth and self-discovery.